Hello YouTube, today I'm taking a look at the stealth fighter games of the late 80s, early 90s, in particular F-19, F-117. These were probably the definitive flight sims of their era as I calibrate my CH fighter stick to work with the modern day game. Ironically enough, was using CH stick back then as well. But this game was developed from F-19, which came out of the notion that the US had a stealth fighter by the late 1980s, but nobody had any idea what it looked like or what its capabilities were. A lot of the aviation writers and enthusiasts at the time speculated wildly that the aircraft had roughly the same capabilities of an F-15 or an F-16, only couldn't be seen by radar, and they came up with this kind of really sleek, silhouetted, rounded shape UFO-esque aircraft. And then in 1990 we're hit pretty much smacked in the face by the realities of what the F-117 actually looked like and could do realistically. You know, and it had this hopeless diamond shape. And I'm not entirely sure that the Defense Department didn't encourage this idea that the F-19 or the stealth fighter had this sleek aerodynamic rounded shape, just to keep Soviet agents away from the truth that it was this faceted, hopeless diamond-shaped aircraft. So Microprose basically redid the game, took out the F-19 characteristics and put in the real Lockheed Martin F-117 characteristics, changed out the graphics, made it run on newer computers, and interestingly enough, the game was actually designed, F-19 was designed by Sid Meier. Yes, the Sid Meier. Civilization Sid Meier, that guy. So we're going to take a look today. I'm going to start up a pilot here. It's not exactly brand new because I flew a couple of missions just to remember how everything worked. Now, it says Microprose F-117. That is F-19. Essentially the same capabilities and characteristics of F-19. So if you want to go back and play the old F-19, just choose the Microprose F-117 and essentially that becomes F-19. So for those of us who like to relive childhood, and you can do air-to-air missions and all sorts of neat stuff that the real stealth fighter can't. Make-believe is always so much more fun. So I'm going to go and do a strike mission. Strike missions count on your record. Strike training, you can do whatever the heck you want. You can crash. It's just for learning. So we're going to go to a briefing, and we're going to see if we can't get ourselves a short mission. If not, I probably won't do a full mission to its fruition. I just kind of want to show people the game and what it looked like, what it was like to play these games back in the 80s. Alright, this is kind of a long mission. Let's see if we get something shorter. So I'll go ahead and decline it. I think you can decline up to 3 missions if I remember correctly. It's funny how some of this stuff just comes back. Nope. Okay, so destroying the nuclear plant. Alright, tank farm, land all the way the hell down there. Alright, well, we'll just edit this out later on here. So we'll go to weapon selection here. I'm going to go ahead and choose some extra fuel because 9,300 pounds of fuel doesn't leave a lot margin of error. I probably should keep the paveways. Let's go ahead and do Maverick missiles and extra fuel. Maverick missiles are the ultimate cheat weapon at this game, if I remember correctly. You can blow up just about anything with a Maverick missile from runway. I don't know if you can use it on runways. I think in F-19 it was a one-hit wonder. You could engage anything but air-to-air targets with it and pretty much win. So now let's go ahead and go to hangar. So we're ready to start the mission. Oh man, I saw this screen many times just looking at a slightly different stealth fighter. And here we go outside of the hangar. Again, this was identical to F-19 other than the graphics were a little worse in F-19, and all the stealth fighter missions are at night in F-117, where in F-19 some of the missions at least were in the daytime. Alright, so here we are. I'm going to start up the throttle. Now, I did try to get it to work with my throttle, but this game was developed in the era before throttles, so using the keyboard. And I am using my CH fighter stick. You know, brand new stick, or a year-old stick, and 20-plus-year-old design. As I said, I used to fly this at my friend's house, and he had a CH flight stick. which mechanically is probably almost identical to what I'm using today, only with 2 buttons versus too many buttons. So, kind of taking a look at nav points, choosing where to go, and this is just what it looked like in the daytime in F-19. So here we are, and then this is where I figure out, oh wait, I gotta have my nose down. That's why my initial Maverick missed the nuclear power plant, because I didn't know that you needed to have your nose pointed down at the target to lock on. We locked on, fired our Maverick missile, pulling up. It locks onto target. Kaboom! We get the nice tone that we have successfully destroyed our target, our secondary target. So that was kind of F-19 condensed down. It did take about 35-40 minutes to complete this mission. Thank you very much for watching, and as more of these old nostalgia titles come out, I will be doing YouTube videos out of them. So be sure to like, subscribe, share. See you next time.